Okay, today we are going to have a video about very unique and special ways that you can travel around Israel. And we're going to show different ways you can travel around Israel. We're actually going to focus on one really unique way that people travel around Israel, that they've been traveling around Israel this way for thousands of years. So I'm sitting in my car. You can see I have my seatbelt on because I'm safe. And obviously I'm pulled over because we don't take a video while we're driving. And we're going to show something, a really old-fashioned way that's still being used. But first I want to show you where we are, okay? And I'm going to show you where we are so that you get a sense. Right now we're by the Dead Sea. So if you see these signs, it's hard to see what the signs say. Let's see if we can zoom in on the signs. No. Okay, well in any case, it says that we're 388 meters below sea level at the Dead Sea. This is actually the lowest place in all of Earth. Right now, I'm staying the lowest place of Earth. So we're going to drive out of here, and I'm going to set the video so that you can watch with and still be safe with me driving. And we're going to drive somewhere, and we're going to be driving up. Right? We're going to be going up because we're in the lowest place on Earth. And I'm going to drive somewhere to show you where we see the oldest way of traveling in the entire world, and people still travel this way. Okay, see you soon. Okay, now we are going. You can see here's a sign in Hebrew and in English for the police. It says Mishtara, right, which means police. And now we are driving all the way up. We're not driving north, we're driving up. We're going to be going on mountains all the way up. And now the question is, if you lived 3,000 years ago and you were Avram Avinu, who used to be right near here, this is right near Sodom, where all of where Avram fought wars. So this is probably around the area where Avram fought. Some of you might have traveled to here, might have traveled to Yam Melech and seen this. But the question is, how did you travel all this far away? They didn't have roads that looked like this. They were traveling like what it looked like over there. So how did they go ahead and do that? And that's what we're going to look for today. Okay, hi everybody. Now I want to show you, you can see I'm in the middle of the desert, but you can see there's cars racing behind me to get to the Dead Sea or to get back to their houses. I want to show you how thousands of years ago people used to travel. Now, how they did it is right over there, but what's also very cool is that right near the way they used to travel are these cool stores where we're going to be able to look for some really old and interesting artifacts from Eretz Yisrael from a long time ago. But I wonder if you have guessed yet how it is that people used to travel so long ago. Well, we're going to see in about 1 minute how people used to travel, how they used to go all around the land of Israel. Avram Avinu, Yitzchak Avinu, Yaakov Avinu. How was it that they went all around Eretz Yisrael and without a car? How was it? Let's see soon. Okay, we're going to get to see how some people go on to the camel. Now this gets a little difficult because people aren't used to getting onto a camel, right? This is not okay, but look, okay. This woman, she got onto the camel, she's fine, okay? And look, here we go, watch this. Okay, now there are Bedouin owners of the camel, okay? You can see him. This is our Bedouin camel owner. Okay, and you can see his son helps him out over here. Here's his son, and this couple is going on to the camel. Okay, now watch this. They have no idea what's about to happen because this is her first time on a camel. She doesn't know what's going to happen in about a minute. They're taking pictures. Now watch this. Whoa! Do you see how the camel got up? Okay, now watch this. Okay, just like Sarah and just like Rachel and Leah and Rivka, this is how all our imahot would travel all around Eretz Yisrael. Exactly like this. This is how Avram and Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, Leah, they would travel. You can see there's cars, but this is how, now look how fast this camel is. We got to catch up. Everybody's got to run to catch up to this camel. Let's see if we can run a little. I'm not that big of a runner, but we can run and see how this camel, look at this. Isn't this incredible? Okay. and they're going on a ride. Now, what would you do to be able to come to Eretz Yisrael and ride on a camel just like they are? Look how happy she is, right? Now, everybody thinks that the way you should travel is with a plane, with a car, with a boat. You don't need any of those things. All you need is a camel, and you can go anywhere. And camels don't have to eat that much. They don't have to drink that much. I think I'm going to sell my car and get myself a camel. That makes the most sense. Now, we're going to watch when this nice woman gets down off the camel. How do you think you get down off a camel? You can't jump off a camel, and there's no ladder to climb off a camel. So how do you get off the camel? Let's go. Watch this. Here we go. Okay, now you can see his son is telling the camel to get down, and the camel is having none of it. Whoa! Here we go. He gets down on his knees, and then down on the knees over here. And boom, there we go. And that's it. That's how you get off the camel. Pretty cool. Okay, let's go say hello to the camel. Camel saying hello. Okay. Say hello to the camel. I wonder what this camel's name is. Here we go. Watch this. Okay. Here's our Avram Avinu getting up on the camel. Whoa. Okay, look at that.
All the kids are watching.
There we go. There he goes. Okay, so today we learned about traveling all around Eretz Yisrael and how they used to travel thousands of years ago on camels. And they used to not just have one camel, but they'd have a ton of camels as he goes by. Have a ton of camels that they would travel together in what was called a caravan of camels together. And you'd have a string of 20, 30 camels, and they'd have all their possessions, all their luggage, all their blankets, their pillows, all their clothes would be on top of the camel. And they'd go from one place to the other, and there'd be tents folded up on the camel. And then when they got to a place where they wanted to sleep that night, they would simply put everything down and open up their tents and sleep there for the night. And they'd find a place for camels. Camels only have to drink once every 3 days. And they drink a ton for themselves. And then they have it for the next 3 days. So if you're traveling through the desert, a camel is the way you really want to go. So what do you guys think? End of the video. Now you've learned all there is about camels and how people used to travel from place to place. So what do you think? Do you think I should sell my car and just buy a camel and go around on a camel? I don't know. Maybe that's what we should do. Who knows? Maybe I'll do that. Okay, this is it, folks. This is how people used to get around. This was the modern place that people used to go. They used to use a camel. They would go on camels from thousands of years ago. They'd go all over. You could see this camel's coming up. Say hello to the camel. There he goes. Look at him. And this is how you travel. They didn't have cars. They didn't have planes. They didn't have boats. They just had a ton of camels. And you can see the camel, he's sort of like shaking his tuchus at us. But this is what they would do. They would have camels. You could sit up on top of the camel over here. You can see this is the seat. It's called the saddle of the camel. Okay, and we're going to see soon how you get up to the camel, because look how high up he is. Okay, he's pretty high up. If I'd go like this, and you'd see he's pretty high up in the air for a person to just climb on. You can't like really jump on top. So we're going to see two people are going to ride the camel, and we're going to watch how they rode the camel. Okay, that's till the next part of the video.